Good day everyone, my name is Graphics. Today we want to construct an ellipse, parabola and hyperbola having a common focus 40 mm from the directrix. So we need to draw the trick of if the eccentricity of ellipse is 2/3 and of parabola is 3/2. So like I said, the first thing you first of all do in this kind of situation here is to draw your directrix. So if I take this to be this way, I'm going to draw my directrix like this. Then I'll go to the center. I'm going to draw this. So this is my directrix here. And we're told that the focus is 40 mm away from the center, right? So I'll measure with my meter rule. I'll measure 40 mm. And this is from 0 to 4 is 40. So this is my focus here, right? So the first thing I'll first of all do is to draw the parabola. Now the parabola, the vertex of the parabola has eccentricity of 1. That means it will be half the distance of the focus. So what I will do is, if I bisect the focus, I'm going to be having the half of the focus, right? So which is, I'll place my compass here, and place it here, right? And I'm going to bisect up and down. Now come here also, I'll bisect up and down. Now if I do that, I'm having this to be where the vertex will be placed, right? So from here to this point, I'll just draw. So my vertex will be at this point, V. So that is the parabola, the vertex of the parabola. Always half the distance of what? The focus. So what I will do is, I'll place my compass at the vertex to the focus, right? And I'll bisect up and down if I like, or up and down here this way. You can see that. Then I will draw a line from the center here to the top here, and I'll draw a line this way. Then I'll come here also, I'll do the same thing too, from here to this point. Now what I will now do is, I'll take my compass and I'll divide from here into equal parts. So if from the directrix to the focus is 40 and the vertex is half of the focus 20, then automatically half of the vertex and the parabola, the vertex and the focus will be 10. So that means this is 10. So I'll continue that way. So I'll continue that way. Now we're having, or better still, if I continue that way, I have this is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So I'll stop at this point here. I'll divide it into as many points as I want to, right? So I'll take my meter rule. But another way you can do this is to divide this into 5 equal parts. Is that taken? Or let's just stick with this. So I'll come here, I'll draw the long line on those points that I divided, and the focus too, and this point too, and this point too, and this point too. You can see that. Now with this, I'll come here with the distance of, let me see, this is 0.1, this is 0.2, 3, 4, and 5, right? So with the 1.1, I'll trace it up here to touch this line. You can see that 1.1. Then I'll take it to the vertex. I'll mark 1.1 up here and down here. I'll do the same thing from 1.2. I'll take it up here, right? Then I'll come to the vertex on the focus. I'll still mark on 2 up and down. 1.3, I'll take it up here on that line here. I'll come to the focus. I'm going to mark on 3 up and down here. From 4 to, I'll do the same thing. I'll take it to the top here. You can see that, this point here. Take it to the focus. I'll mark on 4 up and down. On 5 2, I'll repeat the same thing. I'll take it up to where they intersect. Then put on the focus and I'll mark up and down. Just again. So this is what I'm going to do. Now all those points here, all these points, this, I'm going to join all these points together with the help of my French curve. So if I use the French curve, I'll place it this way. I'll join the vertex and this ones first. So if I do that, look at what I'm doing. You can see, I can take 3 at a time. I'll stop here. Better still, stop here. Right? And I'll continue this like this. Now the next one, I'll turn it this way. And I'll do the same thing too. Just take 3 at a point. 3 points at a time. Right? So I'll do from here. Just this. And complete this. Now that is for that of what? A parabola. Right? So this is a parabola here. So the next thing I'll do is the hyperbola. Now we know that from here to the focus is 40. What I'll just simply do is that I'm going to divide it, since the eccentricity of a parabola, of a hyperbola is 3 over 2. And 3 over 2, if you add the 3 over 2 together, you have 5. So divide the focus and directrix into 5, right? So what I'll simply do here is that I'll divide it into 5. With the help of my set square and my ruler, I'll divide it into 5. I can decide to just come from here to here. I'll just draw my line this way, right? So I can just take, divide it into 5. So I can decide to take this distance of these two, or any distance of your choice, and you start dividing. So from here, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. So that is 5. And I'll use my set square and join the last point to the focus, right? So if I do that, I'll join the last point to the focus. Then I'll use my rule. I'll place it under it, right? When I place it there, then I'll start moving. If I move this to this point, I connect, move this to this point, I connect, move this to this point, I connect, then to this point, I connect, right? So we've gotten a point. So this is, I'll now call this to be 0, here to be 1, here to be 2, here to be 3, here to be what, 4, then this point here is what, 5, right? So I'll divide it into 5 equal parts. So since we are told that a parabola has an eccentricity, and hyperbola have an eccentricity of what? Of 3/2. So from here I'll start counting. This is 0, 1, 2, 3. So at this point 3, this is where I'm going to draw a vertical line at that point 3. So that will be my new vertex. So this point 3 is my what? Is my new vertex. So I'll just draw here. So I'll call it vertex 2. So I'll just place from here and I'll draw a vertical line this way. So from this vertex, that will be the vertex I'll be using for my hyperbola. So if I take my rule, I place it here this way. My compass place it from 3 to the focus. You can see that. Then I'll mark up on that line I drew, and I'll mark down on the line I drew. So in doing that, I will now take my rule to connect from here to that line I marked. This line here, this point. I'll draw a vertical line here, and I'll do this for the base too, and I'll draw another vertical line this way. So when we've done that, then we are going to start, right? So I can decide to use this same line that I'm using to draw. So when I come here, I can say from point 1, right? I can take it up to this guy here. I'll place it on the focus. I'm going to mark on point 1, up and down. For point 2, I'll take it to the top here of the line. I'll mark on point 2, up and down. Then from point 3, I'll take it up to that same line too. Let me show you. From point 3, I'll take it up to the same line. To which line? This line here. So 1.3, take it up to this line. Let me take it so it to reach there. And here too. So that it reach there. So 4.3, I'll take it up to this line here. Put it on the focus. I'll mark on 3, up and down. Right? So I can do that for 4 too. For 4, I'll take it up here. Put it on the focus. Mark on 4, up and down. So what I'll just use those points now, join them with my French curve. So I'll just place it this way from the vertex, the new vertex I have, and I'm going to join. If you are moving it, you can just take 3 points at a time, like this. So I've taken those 3 points at a time. So I'll join. This is the first one. Then I'll come here too. Then I'll join. Right? Then I'll bend it also this way. I'll take 3 points at a time too on that line. So if I do that, this point, then I'll move. And join here. So that is the hyperbola that I just drew now. So this is the hyperbola here. right? So that's the hyperbola that we have, right? Now the next thing is the ellipse, right? The ellipse have an exercise of what? 2 over 3. So from the focus here, on that line, I'll count 2. Not for the hyperbola, I counted 3. For the ellipse, I'll count 2 because the exercise is 2 over 3. So this is 0, this is 1, and this is 2. So on this point line 2 here, that will be my new what? My new vertex. I'll call it vertex 3 for the ellipse. Then I'll come on that 2. Then I'll draw my vertical line this way. If I do that, I'll have this way. Now this is the line, the vertex of my what? My ellipse, right? So I can continue taking this line forward like this. This 2, this is 4, this is 5, right? I'll have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Just take it more. This is 12. So I'll just increase the line this way. I'll have this. I'll have this. I'll have this. And this. 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 I can just continue. Say 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we said this, vertex is V3, right? So from V3, I'll take it to the focus, right? And I'll mark up. Up on that line I draw the vertex and down here. So these 2 points are here, and that vertex 3. I'll draw my line that will pass through them here and here from the directrix. If I do that, I'll have this. Then I'll come here also. I'll do the same thing. Like this. So if I've done that, I'll start from 1, take it up here, I'll place on the focus, I'll mark on 1 here and here. From 2, I'll take it up here, mark on the focus, mark on 2, and what? On 2. From 3, take it to the top here, with the radius here like this, take it to the focus, I'll mark on 3 and 3. All good? Then I'll place it on 3 like this. Take it on the focus, I'll mark on 3, then 3. From 4, take it up here, place it on the focus, mark on 4 and 4. From 5, take it up here, place it on the focus, mark on 5 and 5. On 6, take it up here, place it on the focus, then you mark on 6 and 6. On 7, now I need to extend this guy before I mark 7. It should be longer on this point. That same line, this line here, and just increase it. So on 7, take it up here, place it in the focus, and mark on 7 too. This is line 7 here. 7 up and 7 down. I'll do that on 8 too. So let's look for 8. So for 8, place it here, pick it up here in this line, and you mark it on, put it on the focus, and you mark on 8, and what? On 8. Then from 9, do the same thing, place on the focus, and mark on 9, then 9. Then 10, place on the focus, come here and mark on 10, and 10. So this is all our points here. This point, this point, this point, this, all those points I'm marking. I'm going to join them with my French curve. Are we good? I'll join them with my French curve. These points. From here, this, 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 right? Then this. So let me use my French curve and join them together. So the French curve, I'll place it this way. From 10, I'll gauge it. Right, take 3 points at a time. This. I'll turn it like this. From the vertex, I'll take 3 points at a time. Then I'll turn it this way. I'll do the same thing from here. Take more than 3 points at a time. Right? Then here also, I'll bend it here. Then I'll come. Let's take that. So this is what we have. This is the hyperbola, parabola, and the ellipse, right? So, if you find this video helpful, please don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.